Welcome, fags, to the Punkery Show live from the only city, the one city, the best city, San Fierro. Hope all the punks are having a good day and evening if you're in Europe or something. So first off, I want to make it clear about Queens, because we announced that last month we would have Queens on the show, and then about 2 weeks ago some odd stuff happened that I had to hear from somebody else. Apparently Queens got his ass kicked.
Get that ass,
banned, but he got his ass wrecked.
Four?
Well, you know how the day that Queens and Vega and you had a bit of a tussle, bit of a fist fight.
Yeah, but he was high as fuck. He apologized after that, I think.
Well, I don't know he was high, but I guess it kind of happened again, but with other people, and the result wasn't as easygoing as it went with you and Vega. So Queens, I heard someone say he's taking a CNR break, but he is still available to be interviewed. So, the CNR admins almost cut us from an interview here, but I'm gonna see if we can get him on for March 9th or March 10th, something like that, because he says he's been busy for quite a while. So, Queens, maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll see Wayne, so watch out for that. I don't know what is going to go on with Man U rules either. He's the guy who's a Man U fan, soccer fan, just like Balearis. And he's an Albanian dude. He'll be the first European to be on the show since, I don't remember. Because Europeans are bitches, and they talk all this snip, but they never want to get up and show their voice. Show their voice. So,
You should use this opportunity to tell people that weed is bad. Weed is bad for you kids. Ask Ali.
Oh, well. Well, we all react to weed in different ways. For Queens and Ali, it makes you, a bit schizophrenic. For you, it makes you, put your head in the ground. And for me, it was just relaxing, which is just a extension of what I am. So that's how it is. Of course, yeah. And for Lucas especially, if he took weed instead of meth, then he would be in a very much better place right now. So too bad for that. But let's see. So there's going to be a CNR news tonight, and of course, about the same number of people that listen to this show are fingers on my hand, so I can actually, spoil a little bit. But when I was editing and taking sentences out and putting sentences in, it kind of reminded me, because this dude, some dude, I'm not going to tell you his name, but some dude said that everybody that plays CNR is retarded. And I was like, whoa, bro, for the status that this kind of guy is, there is no reason for this guy to say that all CNR players are retarded. But then I thought about it for a bit, and as much as this guy's a fag, it's kind of true that a lot of people that play CNR, have some kind of issue. But I also said that people love to talk snit about third world country players, the trio of countries people love to talk snit about, PH, Indo, and Albania, and all this snit. But for all players of CNR to be retarded, you have to also go to the other players from other countries. All the first world dudes are also retarded. All from America, Canada, South America, and Europe. Those guys are pretty dumb too, you know, and it's pretty easy to scapegoat people. Oh, you know, the server sucks because there's so many Indonesians, so many PH players. I don't want to play around them. But at the same time, you know, you look at the forum, you know, like last month, right, or 2 weeks ago, I think Kiko and Rocky Diamonds, they both got banned for posting old complaints, posting complaints with old videos on the forums. And I'm like, okay, so we want to say PH dudes are dumb, but a PH dude would never do that. That's the dumbest thing you could do. And then they tried to justify making fake complaints was just a joke and a funny. Because, of course, a guy who's going through complaints, an admin, who's going through complaints, you know, one after one after one, they shouldn't need to think, oh, how old is this video? They shouldn't need to think, oh, it's a day ago, it's 6 months ago. It's just a fucking complaint, okay? And we don't need any more variables to think about when somebody is making a complaint. So, of course, they got their ass banned, and it was justified. Bigly justified. And that's one of the many examples of why... I don't know how many European countries are really first world, but just for the reference here, it's a example of why first world country players are also mad stupid. You know, those dudes who are, you know, some of the biggest cheaters of the year, they are from first world countries. You got Sphinx McGee. Shout out to Sphinx McGee, by the way. It's his birthday today. Drop on a clues bombs for that. Yep.
Happy birthday.
I don't know how old Sphinx McGee is, but it's his birthday. I didn't want to call him dumb. It just came to my mind. But you know, the radio's down for a long time. Who owns the radio? First world country people. You know. So, and here's one thing I really wanted to say in the CR News, but it doesn't really fit. Is third world country players. They, for some people, seem to only have the capacity to show you why they're an idiot in one way. But first world country players are able to show you why they're an idiot in many different ways. Many. And in some way, that is even worse, you know. It's just like these Las Venturas regular fags, you know. They get punished for stuff that they obviously do. And they make a huge deal about it. It's like, oh, you know, why the fuck are you punishing me when there are so many other things you could be dealing with? There are cheaters on the server. You can't tell me the names of the cheaters on the server, but there are so many other cheaters on the server. Why do you pay attention to somebody who's abusing or something like that? It's just excuses on excuses on excuses, you know. Well, why does it matter where people are from? Now, here's the thing, it shouldn't matter where people are from, but I'm trying to make a counter-argument of the people that scapegoats PH, Indo, Albanian players, because there are people that think that the people from those three countries are the reason why, quote-unquote, CNR is dying. You know, I disabled Kakarot the other day.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I've disabled him before, but I disabled Kakarot the other day, and he came back, and he was like, "This is why the server is dying," you know. And people just, the point is, people love to make justifications for stuff that they do wrong, and like to point it at something else. There's a word for that. I think Chivo said it in one of the topics. It's a Russian term, I think, but I forgot what it is. You know, it's basically, again, you do something wrong, but you try to justify it by saying that someone else is doing something wrong, even though you can't really give an example of why so that person or whatever is doing something wrong, you know. And that's the thing about these LB5 players. You know, you talk about the dudes that like to talk about the crashes snits. Or before I get to that, I remember Lofi, right? Shout out to Lofi. That guy's getting a lot of flack these days. You know, a lot of people dislike that dude. You know, I think he's funny, kinda, but he is kinda, you know, in the head messed up. You know, the donkey day he got about a month ago. You know, he's telling Christy, Joe, why do you pay attention to me while there are so many cheaters on the server? Well, I mean, the thing is, and that's the biggest problem. You know, people think that we have to pay attention to one single thing when we can look at multiple things. You know, we can take care of some guy who's abusing or bugging a wall at the same time as a guy who's cheating. You know, it doesn't have to be an either or thing. This is 2019, guys. You know, if you can't multitask, as I'll show you tonight, you know, if you can't multitask, then, you know, you've got some issue, a big issue, you know. But what was I saying before? Besides Lofi, I don't know what I was saying.
Multitask, you tried to multitask and you forget what you were saying. Nice brain capacity.
Yeah, I mean, there was a thing I said before Lofi. I forgot what it was, but still, yeah, about the crashes snit. So, you know, people are saying, actually, no, that doesn't really fit. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. But still, either way, you know. And I remember a few weeks ago. This is where Catch comes in. You know, she was always like, "Oh, Sean, you know, you just think it's easier to deal with people who have low brain capacity that can't argue with you and stuff like this." But and that in some way could be true, sure. But the point is, these types of people that have, you know, quote unquote, more ways to articulate themselves, to, you know, more ways to defend themselves, you know, more ways to say stuff, doesn't make them right to be bad. You know, people like Wizzy McDonald and people like your average Las Venturas cocksucker abuser idiot are all the same. They're the same person, you know, completely the same person. So, you know, when it comes to people who, you know, talk something about pH, I could easily say the same snit about people who are from, let's say, England. You know, they're the same people. Same people. I remember, as I say that, there are a few times on the CNR News where I called England the Western European version of Albania, because players from England, a lot of them are pretty damn stupid. Pretty damn stupid, you know. And look at Sadiq, he's in jail. Or is he in jail? Actually, I think he got acquitted, but either way, you know, there are a lot of dumb people around this server. And as you'll see tonight, we'll have a dumb person where we'll, you know, have quotes from. And damn, he is pretty goddamn dumb. Can't wait for that one, you know. It would have come out already if Balearis decided to show up, but too bad. Too bad. We'll go at a few first world type players and talk snit, because, you know, it's easy to talk snits about third world players, but first world players are as dumb. I mean, look at the CNR Discord. I mean, look at the fucking CNR Discord. For quite a while, you had Lucas posting some weird, nasty, not nasty, but stupid memes on the Discord. Man, I'm telling you. Let's see here. Crown Clown just said, well, Rashawn, only Caribbean people are the smartest around here. Yep, I agree. There's
absolute no bias into this.
As a guy who is a son of Caribbean parents, I agree with that, Crown Clown. We are the smartest for sure on the server. 100%. Also, some guy just said, how do I get on the CNR Discord? Who was that? Preen Patel. Yeah, I don't know if you want to get on the CNR Discord. I mean, it's not as bad as it was. Well, how do you get on the CNR Discord these days? Because there's no There's no link on the site.
There's invite on forums, no? There's invite link. I think so.
Is there? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I would put it like in chat, but you know, it's pretty useless to post links in chat. You gotta alt tab, gotta go to your chat log, copy paste. No. I wonder how much I can destroy the Discord if I just spam the link in chat. That's a good idea, right? That's a great idea. I mean, it sucks already, right? So, might as well. So then everybody can understand what I'm trying to talk about when I say that first world players are as dumb as third world players. Oh, Wool says it's on the forum. All right. Then again, you know, it's pretty tough to get on the forum these days. Like, getting on the forum is as easy as getting past border patrol in America. You know, part of the reason the forums are dead is because we have a lot of rabid first world players on the forum that are mad stupid. But you know, I mean, there are a lot of actually. Let's not antagonize first world players for a second. Everybody on the forum is either damn stupid or can't make a great looking topic. I mean, this has been a running thing in the general discussion section. There are so many happy birthday topics. It is still nauseating. I'm telling you. Happy birthday Skimmer. Happy birthday Yago No. Stephen McGonnell, Sweet CNR. Might as well drop one of Clues bombs for all of them, goddammit, because there's so many of these happy birthday topics. It makes me sick. I'm telling you. So, hopefully one day, us admins can, lower the guard a little bit, open the borders, and make the forums more of a happy place. Then again, the phrase "open the borders" is not very friendly to some people, especially the memers that talk about Sweden. I guess I don't have a comment on that. I guess, but still, for those guys out there, join the Sierra Discord, join the forums. Let's get more conversation, because conversation is great. We gotta stir the pot. I'm gonna stir the pot tonight, I'll tell you that. Shout out to James for giving me an idea for the Sierra News as well. So gotta love that snip. Gotta love it. So let's see. Oh, shout out to Sephi, just said, "And my Infernus gets owned." GG. Oh, wait, we're in Sanfier. Never mind. That's too bad, Sephi. Let me see if Sephi took my number actually. Because he always takes my number. I'm pretty sure he took it. What a cocksucker. Yep, he took my number. What a fag. I'm telling you. What a fag. Yeah.
First come, first serve.
Yeah. I mean, it's 4 minutes to the lotto right now, so I guess I should have got it, but too bad. So yeah, that's what it was. Last week I played CNR one day. Just one day. Kakarot was mad. He was really mad. We were going after bank robbers. Probably 3 or 4 cops, right? He robbed the bank, and he got away a little bit. But of course, Kakarot, he was mad. He was like, "Oh, and Rashawn couldn't even get the bank robber after he robbed the bank. What a baddie." And I'm like, how does Kakarot know that I'm trying to get a bank robber when I didn't see him once? And listen, I'm not Rackrat, okay? I've got vision, okay? I know what's going on in my surroundings, but I did not see Kakarot at all. It's funny. Don't you hate it, Kesh? Because you know how it is. Don't you hate it when there are several people that are doing the same thing, but you're the only one who gets called out?
Story of my life. But no, I mean, Why? How does he? The thing is, though, how does he even have audacity to mock you? You know, because he's always like tanking with 4 people. Like he has 3 people in the car, yet he's spamming the chat for the third shooter. You know, so he's driving and he needs 3 shooters. Bro, you already have 2 shooters. Like, what difference does it make? So, since he's that type of a cop, how does he have like balls to mock you when you play solo or something?
Well, I don't know. I mean, in pretty much every single Rate My Chase that I saw that he was in, and he was in a lot in the past month and a half, he always had a passenger or passengers, and I'm like, how does Kakarot, how can he say snit when he always has a cop tank? If he wanted the bank robber down so badly, then why didn't he bring his cop tank around to kick his ass? You know, and it doesn't really make much sense at all. You know, I think he's mad because I've given him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch, but you know, every Rate My Chase he was in, he got at least on the C line. I'm sorry, no more on the C line because you know I penalize cops for being in the cop tank because you know it's too easy, especially when you're in the cop tank and you don't get the arrest. Then that's automatic suck, you know. But Kakarot, he's a punk. He's a big punk because he plays with cheaters, he plays with baddies. I was a little disappointed to see Mungos in that last cop tank, but what he know, I guess. You know, he was playing with an Italian cheater. He was playing with another dude I can't remember. But all bad players, you know. Whenever you play with Kakarot, it's always a bad sign. The only other thing I can think of is that he used the online house map, and of course, cop tankers are very elaborate cops. You know, they on a second screen or something they put up the online house map so they see, not house map, excuse me, the online map to see who is, going after somebody. So, of course, they see 4 cops around. Who's this guy? It's Rashawn. Yeah, let's talk some stuff about him. So, yeah, there you go. Story of Kesh's life, for sure, 100%. You know.
So what was it then? How did he know you didn't get it? He's mastermind.
I guess he's crazy Bob in disguise. I guess I have no idea. I ended up arresting the guy, but you know.
Well, Rashawn, I don't know how you can talk about other people playing with hackers and stuff. So like a few days ago, I came on CNR and people start asking me where you are, like we are a thing or something. You know, if I come on server, you automatically have to join or something. So one dude goes like, "Oh, is that Rashawn? Is that like that Egyptian guy? Yeah, I know him. He plays with imboters and hackers." So I know you have a color to your skin, Rashawn, but I didn't know you're from Egypt.
Is it the guy that plays with cheaters? Yes, it's the guy. I'm watching his Twitch, but no, I do not play with cheaters, and I don't recall playing with any Egyptians. I don't, so I'd love to meet the guy that said it because his reenactments of the "is this the guy? Is it really him?" meme was failed because you know I don't do that. I don't. But speaking of Egypt, I just wanted to for a bit go back to the CNR's Ded Meme because the other day I looked at my old beloved server that I used to play when I was a teenager. Shout out to Wool. Shout out to Wool. He just got a birthday. 23K given to Wool. Drop one of clues bombs for that dude. Yeah. But yeah, I looked at mini missions, which is the beloved server I played had 10 FPS and loved it. You know, it's the general price syndrome. You know what I mean? So the general price syndrome is when you play a game with shit FPS and you know that the game runs like shit, but you really can't do anything about it. So when you finally get to somebody, like, you'll see videos or you'll see other types of stuff where the game actually runs smoothly, but it doesn't really affect you until you can do it yourself. So you cope with playing with 8 to 10 FPS until you get to a point where you can actually run a game really well. That's the general price effect. Oh, yeah, so anyway, I was looking at mini missions, because that was the server I used to play. I looked at the browser, and there were 0 players. 0. Like, it was in the morning or early afternoon, and there were 0 players. So I'm like, why are these guys saying, oh, CNR is dead, it gets 20 players on server 2, it gets 7 players on server 2. Server 2, by the way, server 2. Yet, we look at mini missions, a server that used to be on the official tab, back when there was an official tab. It had more cheaters than you can ever imagine. Like, if you thought CNR had a ton of cheaters, mini missions, no lie! I think there was a time where the player cap was it 100? I think it was 100. Literally 10% of the players on the server, no lie, no exaggeration, would be cheaters. There would be a cheater at every single second. In a single 8-minute game mode, you would ban 5 or 6 cheaters. There were so many cheaters on that server, no lie. But people are so, they're spoiled. They're spoiled, But when I see mini missions, there were 0 people, and I'm like, guys, I understand that 60 players is not 160, but 60 is still a good amount of people. Okay, it's not what it once was. SAMP as a whole isn't what it once was, unless you play one of those gay RP servers. If you speak Russian and you like RP, then SAMP is the thing for you. But if you
remember that guy who's always role playing in our chat on CNR? He's always like, raise your hands, or I'm gonna shoot you, or something like that. It's like, he plays cop. I don't know who he is. Can't remember his name now, but it's freaking funny. Like, people trying to tell him, like, for past 3 months that this is not a role play server, and obviously from his spams, he's not like some Russian who doesn't understand English. His English is pretty advanced, I would even say, But he's not able to grasp that this is not a roleplay server. So,
I think Wolf says Princeton Banks.
Yeah.
It's him?
Yeah, it's him. So anyway, this goes back to your point that most people on this server are retards.
Well, I mean, I guess Princeton Banks loves his RP, he probably came from an RP background. He likes to tell people, slow your car. But the problem with RP is, right, let's say you have a warrant that is standing still on the road, and Princeton Banks comes out of his car and goes to his driver's seat and then types the command. By the time he starts typing the command, the warrant will be all the way down the street. And it's like, hey guys, you're supposed to be playing RP. You have to type, man. You have to, you have to follow the rules of RP. But I never understood RP at all. Never.
Me neither.
Never.
I mean, maybe when this game was like, I'm not gonna say it, it's too bad. But just like, if you want to get off on a game, like ordering other people, to do things, like, there's a better place to do it than playing a 15, 16-year-old game,
Yeah, exactly. Either do something else or actually go to an RP server. I'm sure that you can, in that capacity, tell people what to do, but there it is. But I wanted to say a few fuck yous, pretty much, because
wow, toxic.
Yes, why am I toxic? Because shout out to Kyle Smith, of course, because when I looked at mini missions having 0 players, it is owned by a cocksucker who loves Justin Bieber. and the second to previous owner. I'm sorry, the third to previous owner of Mini Missions was also a guy who liked Justin Bieber. So I don't know what's going on. So he sold it to Kyle Smith, who sold it to Bearmix, the Justin Bieber loving cocksucker. So just to say, fuck you, you Justin Bieber loving cocksucker, for killing the server of my childhood. What a fact. There you go. See, it sucks because
Justin Bieber ruined your childhood dreams.
Yeah, Justin Bieber. Well,
sounds so wrong.
I thought your childhood was backyard baseball.
Yes, those backyard baseball, all the backyard sports. Yeah, those didn't need FPS to run, by the way. But backyard sports actually ruined my childhood too, because as time went on, the games sucked. That's too bad. But fuck all the Justin Bieber lovers, and Mini Missions, may it rest in peace. That was the best server I ever played. And if
I never liked Mini Missions. Like, I joined a few times and I thought, this is fucking pointless shit. Why would I do this Mini Missions and stuff? Like, it was so boring. There was like even Mini Missions server on CSGO something like you had to do missions like. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, and I was playing, my entire team was just fucking BRs. I was like, I can't understand. Fuck this. I'm surrounded by monkeys.
Well,
Oh my god.
Well,
Getting mad.
Mini Missions had a couple of different faces, but before I get to that, shout out to Priyan Patel 90, who said, CNR Radio, can you hear me? Your website is so shit. I tried typing in the CAPTCHA 32 times, it didn't even work. Well, I've heard the CAPTCHA, however you say that shit, is very tough. I'm not really sure how, but what?
It is. I remember. I don't know if it's like on RC. If you join over this shitty RC, the freaking online RC, if CAPTCHA is difficult there or on the radio, I don't remember. But one of them is fucking hard, for real.
Oh.
Considering you said the only retards play this server, they should be really, really like low. Even like 1+1 shouldn't be in there. Just maybe retyping the easy like letters or something.
Well, I don't know. Some CAPTCHAs are tough, but I'd like someone to send me a screenshot of how tough it really is. Unless it's bugged, I don't know. But yeah, listen, Mini Missions was not pointless, alright? It was not pointless. It's not pointless at all.
By the way, how does everything get to say like Brazilians are fucking monkeys? Like, for real, like I said it once. I actually like, on CSGO Joke, there's a forum which is called HLTV, right? So it's like a community forum. And there's like a meme, cry is free, cry is free. Like whenever Brazilians lose, it's like cry is free for Brazilians. So I drew a monkey that is crying and I got like 6 months ban or something. Just for my drawing,
Well, it depends on the venue, okay? There are some places that will tolerate...
So, bananas?
So,
say it again.
You're trying to say?
Sell bananas?
Help!
So you're trying to say that like CNR is more friendly to racism than fucking CSGO Joke, which is toxic as shit.
Well, I'm not saying CSGO as a whole, but that particular thing that you were on, forum or community, whatever it is, may not take as kindly to your autism.
It was really good drawing, though. I put my effort into it.
Well, you got that ass banned.
Get that ass banned.
You got that ass banned. You should have gone to a more, free speech friendly CSGO community. which in turn would be more toxic. So, as the thing, here's the thing, like that's a great example. The difference between mini missions and CNR. Because mini missions was probably the best community that I have ever seen in anything. People, the admins, the moderators, the players were all they were all mad friendly and shit. It was always the GG after a win or a loss. Of course there are some "this team sucks" but there
You
was
said you were
never.
toxic. This doesn't go together. Like you said, when you were younger and you played mini missions, you were toxic as shit. And now you're trying to say it was like the nicest community. I'm a fucking ass.
Okay, well, I was hoping you didn't remember that, but compared to CNR, that community was very, very, very good. Very good. It was great. Great community. Excellent community.
But that's like, you have a little, how to say, like, nostalgia filter probably over, because like when I think of the games I played as a kid, I also think they weren't the best games ever, but now, like, if I would really think about it, there was toxicity too and shit, it's just like the very first games you play as a kid, I think they always have like a special place in your heart, I guess, if that makes sense. Like you will always view them a bit differently than everything after will be like, oh, this is shit compared to that. In my old days when I was young, this used to be good. Nowadays everything's fucked.
Well, I don't know, Kesh. I mean, I've been on CNR now more than I've been on many missions, but even back then, CNR was pretty toxic. It wasn't as toxic as it kind of is now, but it was pretty toxic. Very toxic. Actually, I used to play both concurrently at times, and CNR was pretty toxic.
How? You can't multitask.
Okay, I didn't play both servers at the same time. I meant that...
Look at the chat!
Kesh, fuck off now. Mad kid, dumb ass.
It's because I didn't take his bribe and I was chasing him like forever, and now some other cop. Let me see who it was. It was ID99. He took his bribe. So he's mad because I didn't take the bribe.
See, Kesh, if this was mini missions, we wouldn't see that type of toxicity being spewed out in chat. I guarantee you.
Oh, I got him now anyway. Bitch. Yeah.
Get Ak Oglugel.
What language is that?
I don't know. Where's Salal from? He's Zets, I believe. I don't remember what country he's from. If Bruno Martini was on, I could ask him, but I have no idea. But that's some toxicity. See, and in mini missions we wouldn't allow dumb names. Like this guy's name is what's his name? Brat the Hardest Doll. Actually, that would have been that would have been acceptable, I guess. I mean, there are no dumb names on right now, but there's some pretty dumb names on CNR that would not have been accepted, because.
Ooh, look, we have Russia Alexa. How do you ask her? Like, Sosi huj девочка. Well, I didn't know they have Alexa in Russia.
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure that somebody said that the Russia clan tag guys are all Mexican. Or some
possibly.
are Mexican. So,
possibly.
I don't know. I didn't think Mexicans thought of Russia, so it's kind of confusing. Maybe that's the entire thing. That's the whole joke to it. Like, we're Mexicanos. Might as well make a tag about a country we never think about. Russia.
Did you see that Putin has, like, this week he has, like, posted, like, 5 potential targets in USA if they attack or something? You didn't see?
No.
He, like, on Russian television, it was, like, on air, I think it was, like, the potential targets that gonna get hit in USA if Russia attacks them. Like, for real. like there's a huge thing, like people are like responding to it on YouTube, and like dumb Americans like want to start a war and shit like that for real. Pretty bad. Should look it up.
So why is Putin doing this?
I don't know. He just wants to show his muscles. They also launched like first medical rocket or something. Like I don't know what they trying to do with it, like what it has inside and stuff like that. But like he also like he also I think like stepped out of one of these like associations or whatever that protects like each other from attacking or whatever. So Russia is no longer in it, and so I mean I don't know exactly. I didn't read everything, but I thought you would know because you Americans like really quickly react usually to things like that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I would think that Putin is talking out of his ass, and as Priyan Patar said in chat, I'm sure many Americans have this thought that if Putin attacks the USA, then as Priyan Patel said, America will vomit in your dad's dick. So I'm sure that's what most Americans are thinking if Russia ever touches U.S. soil. But yeah, we don't want to mess with Russia. And did you see the video? I think I saw it. No, yeah, these is an arrow. Putin was doing a karate class.
Oh, he has black belt in karate, by the way.
Is that real? Is that fraudulent?
Yeah, it's real. It's real. It's real. I mean, he was like KGB agent, you know. He had to know his shit, his defending techniques. But yeah, it's real. He has a black belt in karate.
Yeah, I was watching a show, and they were like, "Oh, they just put the black belt on because he's the president, and supposed to be intimidating."
Wow.
And if Putin, fought somebody, would he really fight clean? And they're like, nah, he wouldn't. But of course they would. And they held up a belt, not a belt, a vodka bottle, to smash his head.
I mean, I heard about him. There's a thing, that like Russian New Year doesn't happen the same time as our New Year, right? Because they are like Orthodox. I think their New Year's is like 6th of January or something like that, right? So anyway, they usually jump in cold water for that or something like that. That's how it's celebrated, to jump in icy water. And there was like Putin on air, like jumping into cold water and coming out like a freaking Rambo,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And I have like Russian friends, and they're all joking. Yeah, they just like warmed up that little pool for him, so he could jump in and stuff like that. But I mean, like people in Russia really, really, really love Putin. Like they actually like he's not as meme as. Oh, New Year is the same, but Christmas is different. Oh yeah, Christmas is celebrated differently. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, they celebrate Christmas other day, not 25th. So anyway, like Russian people really love Putin, but it's not as bad as like with North Korean, whatever Kim Jong or whatever his name is.
Yes.
Kim Jong, yeah. It's not as bad. Like he's not like world champion in golf and boxing and everything, but like legit people think he can do a lot of things. He can ride horses. He can fucking wrestle with bears or something. He's a good shooter. He's a good pilot. He's a good, I don't know, everything karate. But they will not go as far as to say, that fucking Russia won the World Cup in football and that he is golf champion of the world and stuff like that, which they obviously make up in North Korea.
Well, when you have a leader like Kim Jong-un, who is shaped like a circle, I'm not really sure that he is a champion in many things. Especially since he took the throne over from his dad. So,
what sort of insult is this? Your mom sits on my face and shits in my mouth.
Hell. Hell.
How is that an insult? That's not an insult. That's bad to yourself, bro. Like, what the fuck? It should be the other way. I sit on your mom and shit in her mouth or something. Like, what the fuck am I reading? This is so funny. This is weird.
Well, you know, Prine Patel is, you know, he's the big insulter, you know, and sometimes insults end up hitting you instead of the intended person, you know. So that's what Prine Patel's doing. It's just like when you see somebody, like, you like one thing and the other person likes the other thing. One of these days, the other person will say the thing that you like to trick you into saying the thing they like, so that, you know, you can mix up a bit. So Prine Patel just did it right there, and yeah.
So you're trying to say he's the mastermind of the insults?
Yes, Prine Patel is a mastermind of insults, and either that or he likes that type of thing.
Oh no! You fuck off! That's nasty.
Listen, don't tell me to fuck off if you are the one to repeat the nastiest insult to himself that he said in chat. Okay? You should be the one to fuck off, Cash, alright? Alright? You. Absolutely. You. Oh, drop on a cruise bonus to Victorbitch LA. Victorbitch has won a $5.2 million lotto. GG, I tell you, Cash, I haven't won lotto in a long time.
You don't deserve it.
Before I react to that, I'm pretty sure I've seen my number win 4 times since I last won lotto. Of course, Seffi, the guy on the server, shout out to Seffi, he takes my number and he won with it, and that day, I'm pretty sure he won with it during this radio show, and that was pretty gay. That was very gay. But I have not won lotto in months.
Oh, listen, you need to be faster. I mean, like, you're the guy who eats his food like 1 hour, you know. I'm even surprised you managed to type in lotto in like 24 minutes. So,
listen, okay.
GG for you.
Listen, the only thing I'm slow in is eating food, alright? That's it. That's it. Okay? Listen, I don't enjoy eating, alright? Eating is not one of my favorite things to do. So, you know, if I enjoyed eating, I'd probably...
Oh, that applies to all areas, so... You don't like eating.
Shut up, Belarus. Shut up, Belarus. You're being Belarus right now, alright? You're being Belarus right now.
Oh, man.
That is exactly what Belarus would say in any given moment, alright? What a faggot. Okay.
What an excuse, though. What an excuse, bro. Babes, I would really go down on you, but sorry, I just don't like eating.
Oh, listen, it's just how it is, you know. I don't get hungry very often, you know.
Oh my
So
God.
I don't eat very fast, so it's just how it is, you know. It's how it is. There are some people who are, you know, who like to do certain stuff, and they do the stuff fast, and you know, the opposite for some other stuff. So that's just how it is, you know. It's the same with every person, you know. That's the thing. So, you know, you can't blame me. You can't blame me for anything. Okay.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, it's my own problem that I take forever to eat. So, you know, that's how it is. Just how it is. You know, we all wish we can be John and can eat.
No, I don't.
Well, okay. Okay, we don't all wish we could be John. I mean, Lucas does obviously, but some of us would like to do stuff more proficiently than we do right now. But it's just how it is. That's just how it is. So you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself.
Are you still toxic? Are you part of Puck's community?
Ooh, Pucks 420. Jump on the clues bounce for that guy. If there is a Twitch stream to watch, tonight I'll give you guys a Twitch stream to watch. But last night, me, Bega, and Backfire are all watching a fellow former CNR player play CS:GO, and obviously people tilt when playing CNR because there are people who install cheats after they get their ass kicked so many times. But CS:GO, obviously you can't cheat in CS:GO because if you get found out, you get vac banned. GG.
Of course you can cheat in CSGO.
Exactly.
Like a big time. Like I think I did like 10 Overwatch cases in this week or something like that because I just like doing them here and there. And I kid you not, like all of them were hackers. All of them. There was not one guy who would be like clean, They were like all super obvious as well, like spin waters and stuff. And like I really thought that making CSGO joke free wouldn't make such a big difference, to cheaters and stuff, but apparently it does. Apparently it does.
Well, when you got a free game, free games.
See, that's the same problem now at CSGO as we have here on CNR. The game is free, people can cheat, no stops to it.
Yeah, exactly. But in CSGO's case, we can all blame Battle Royals for the reason why CSGO is free, because if there were no Battle Royals, then CSGO would not be free, so, that's how it is. But Pucks 420, he's a former CNR player. He's from Canada, and he loves weed. So,
That's some sort of like Tinder introduction. Oh my god.
Yes, 420 friendly, yes. But we all get mad in different ways. Like when Kish gets mad, she sounds like a mad cat lover. When Ali gets mad, he sounds. I can't explain it. Like a handbag. You know what he said, but let me see.
And you? How do you sound when you meant? I've actually never heard you.
One more example. So when Blair's gets mad, he sounds like a hyena. I'm not gonna say what I get when I get mad, but
come on, what's up here?
But when Pucks gets mad, he does this thing. He grits his teeth when he gets mad.
Oh, I do that, but I do it in sleep. Like for real, like when I was little, like me and my family went on seaside somewhere, and I was sleeping in the same room with my sister, And middle of the night, like I hear some freaking noises, and I thought it's a rat or a mouse, like eating at something in our room, And then, like, because she was sleeping in other bed, I got like closer to her, and she was grinding her teeth in sleep, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking terrible," But now that I gotten like a bit older, I actually know I do it in my sleep because people have told me, and also like I feel it, like I feel it, and then I'm like, oh no, why did it happen, So yeah, it's bad.
That kind of sucks, and you can't really fix that.
Well, Cash, you had worms. What sort of worms?
Maybe you had worms in your teeth you're trying to grit. Maybe, I don't know.
No, but it's terrible, man. Like I'm like wondering like how that's gonna affect my teeth. I hope it's not gonna ruin them. But
well, I mean, have you have you had any teeth chips in your mouth when you wake up?
No, never. But just like it's annoying, it's annoying feeling. I don't know, like, I'm also, like, sort of the person that sometimes when I'm dreaming, I know with my active brain what I'm dreaming of, Like, there's two layers to it, you know. In one layer I'm dreaming, and the other layer I'm watching over what I'm dreaming in the other layer, you know. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, it's amazing, you know. And sometimes I can like make things happen, like I can turn dreams in either way I want it and stuff like that, you know. So I guess like it's called like, it's similar to lucid dreaming, but it's not completely the same. But maybe people have the same experience or not.
Oh, well, I don't know. I usually forget my dreams when I have them, so not sure.
Because you're bored.
I had a dream the other night, but shout out to Brian Patel. He said, "Who's this grill on the radio? How old is she? Is she hot?"
Neither. She's very old. She's not hot, and she's a Shino actually.
Ew.
Who the fuck is Gal Gadot? Vule said I sound like Gal Gadot. Who's that?
I have no idea. You have to Google. But when
Well,
Pucks
who-
when Pucks gets mad, he's like, "Ooh, this guy fucking sucks." You know, he grits his teeth and shit. You can't really hear the gritting of teeth, but you know, just get mad while keeping your teeth together. And you know, I'm sure it's very bad for your health. Like, you know, it pushes your teeth into your gums and stuff. So, you know.
I never watched Wonder Woman. Like Vule saying it, that she's a Wonder Woman actress. I mean, I googled her. She's fucking hot. It hooked me up, man. So I'll have to sit here with Rashawn.
Yeah, I don't know who the Wonder Woman's actress is, even though you said her name. But
Unlike Rashawn, I'll do some fast eating.
what a faggot. What a faggot. Big faggot. But, yeah, that. Okay. What are you talking about, Leon?
Grinding teeth and eating and I don't
Grinding
know.
teeth. Yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say about that. You know, so next time you guys get mad, try gritting your teeth and see how great it sounds. You know, because CSGO's a toxic game. There's something about CSGO being toxic and CNR being toxic, but I don't remember what, how the toxicity, you know, ties into. But still, both games suck. Okay, CNR doesn't suck, but CSGO sucks.
Have you played CS:GO Rogue since it became free?
I think I played it once.
Have you played that Danger Zone or whatever?
No, I
thing?
have not played the Battle Royale. I don't.
I haven't either.
I don't think I will play the Battle Royale. Actually, I might, but I don't want to play the game. Like, next time I play the game, I'll play it, maybe.
You know the major is happening at the moment.
The CSGO majors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where Cloud9 got their ass kicked, and some guy talked about a European player with American healthcare or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of healthcare, though, hold on. Speaking of healthcare, do you know what you can do to prevent using healthcare?
What?
You get John. Yes, you get John. As long as you eat and stay healthy, you can prevent visits from the doctor and not use healthcare. So make sure you guys eat your John. Okay, so we'll be back. Take a break here. We'll be right back on the Punkery Show.
Sure.
Hey, welcome back to the Punkery Show. Shout out to all the people in San Fierro again. You guys are the best players in all of the server. Drop on a clues bomb. So you guys, yeah, San Fierro again, the one and only city. Anyone who does not play San Fierro is a faga. So you guys are excellent. Also, I see Ghost Town, who got banned a bit ago while I was getting John. Apparently his account was compromised. Dead is dead. Got his ass banned.
Get that ass banned.
Yeah. Too bad. Rip in peace
Rest
to
in peace.
Ghosttown. Rest in peace. Rest in pepperoni. Speaking of pepperoni, I had some pizza tonight. You know what I mean? I've got to treat.
Come on, stop it.
I've got to treat myself to some junk once in a while. So I got to get some pizza. What do you mean stop it? What are you talking about?
Because I'm hungry. It's like 9 o'clock here. You don't talk about food past 8 o'clock. It's crying too.
Well, Cash, you know what they say, like, you're not supposed to eat past, like, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I watched Dr. Oz. He said that there should be I think it was 10-hour period where you should not eat. Now, obviously, if I get this pizza, that means I'll be eating past 10 o'clock, but it's okay once in a while to eat past 10 o'clock, Speaking of that, Cash, what do you like on your pizza?
I'm a weirdo,
Probably
because-
sausage.
No.
Stankovic sausage.
Get that ass bang.
No, I'm like actually the weirdest person alive. Like, I sit down, I look at the menu, and I look at the pizzas which have artichokes on because I love fucking artichokes. So usually it's like 2 different pizzas. One is like veggie pizza that has artichokes on, and one is like normal that maybe has it, if I'm lucky. But otherwise, like, I don't know. I don't like some super spicy shit, and I don't usually like seafood on my pizza because it makes it super greasy, and I don't like that at all. So I usually take like with, what is it called, like rocket and mozzarella and tomatoes and just normal pizza.
Oh. And I saw Vega brought home a pizza today. I think it looked very good. I saw the picture, Vega. It looked great. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I carried it top down in a bag, but it still tasted the same. It was Little Caesar's original pizza.
Oh, yeah. The pizza looks like a cat. A little bit.
Me and my sis used to have this student flat in our capital, and our bro came once to visit, and he wanted to surprise us, and he bought us a pizza. But it was like across the city, like across the old town of the city, and he had to carry the pizza, in the box, pizza box, whatever. And he brought it to us, and the pizza was like fucking ruined, And I'm like, what the fuck happened with this pizza? Like the cheese, everything just slid off the pastry, And I'm like, what the hell are you doing with this pizza, And he was like, well, I was carrying it, And I was like, what the fuck happened? Like a fucking earthquake or something? And he was like, how you, like, everyone, like pizza delivery guy carries pizza horizontally, right?
Well, so it looked like this, basically?
So what he's done pretty much is like, he said to me, I didn't want to look like a cook, so I put the box under my armpit and I carried it, And I'm like, that's not how you carry the pizza, like, for real. Like, he put it vertically, So no fucking surprise it got ruined,
This is the result of me carrying the pizza vertically.
Yes, the biggest pizza morphed. Like it looked. Did an X.
What's wrong with you guys? Why do you carry pizza vertically?
It didn't fit in my backpack. Too huge. I'm not gonna one-hand it.
Well, you should
Why
put it
not?
on top of your bike.
Like you seriously,
I don't have any spots on the bike.
you care so much about looking stupid, but then you don't look stupid, but when you deliver it, you look stupid. So, can't win either way. So.
Well, that it's the struggle. It's the struggle of transporting pizza. That's how it is. See, my pizza, I want. I see in America, right? We got Domino's and Snitz, so you can customize your pizza, and that's the best way to do it. I always go for light cheese because cheese fucking sucks. All right.
Cheese is amazing. That's the point of pizza. If you have a cheese that doesn't like you can't pull away, you know, that's fucking sucks. Like you wouldn't have pizza without cheese.
Well, yeah, but
Now just tell me you don't like mushrooms either, and I'm gonna fucking leave.
I don't like what?
Mushrooms.
Well, I don't dislike mushrooms, but it's not my first, second, or third choice usually on a pizza. Like, I used to get mushrooms on my pizza, but, you know, it didn't taste like anything. So I thought, what's the point? But I don't have anything against mushrooms. But I have a lot against cheese, alright? But cheese on the pizza is fine as long as there's not too much, alright? But I usually tick the light button on cheese. You can pick light, normal, or heavy cheese. I tick light because, you know, cheese sucks. But the problem with that is that if you get too many toppings or toppings that are pretty dense, then you have to have cheese to hold all of those toppings. So, you know, I just usually get pepperoni, sometimes put some Philly steak on that snit like an American. I usually put...
That's not pizza anymore. That's not pizza anymore.
How?
It's like you would put fucking kebab on pizza. Like, what the fuck is that?
It's meat. It's meat.
Or like people that put like fried chicken on pizza. Like, for real? That's a crime. Like, you should talk. You should talk with Damiano Falamano or whatever his name is. He will tell you it's a fucking crime in Italy to order pizza like that. It doesn't exist even, probably.
Well, he's a cocksucker. But, okay, let me just finish. Alright, so most times I put spinach. I have spinach on my pizza. But yeah, you know, usually it's pepperoni and spinach. Alright, because, you know, you gotta put some healthy illusion on your pizza, you know what I mean? But yeah, and we talk about me eating slow. I get one of those pizzas and that is gone in 20 minutes, I'll tell you that.
Cause the cat ate it.
Yeah, cat ate my pizza.
Oh, but what do your parents say on you ordering pizza? Because I know your parents are tight as fuck. I didn't like your dad like, Brushan, you just ate your meal like 2 hours ago. I cooked it.
Oh, well, no, because he always asks me if I'm hungry. So, he, you know, if he sees the pizza, he's like, oh, was that pizza? I knew you're hungry. Sometime you come in at nighttime, you must be hungry. So, yeah, he just, you know, realizes I'm hungry. So, yeah, nothing bad. Nothing bad at all.
You get delivery, or are you gonna have to go pick it up?
I do carry out, so I go to the store to actually pick it up.
Really?
Yes.
Is that because you're too tight to give the poor pizza man a tip or something?
No, because if I'm driving home anyway, why would I have it delivered?
True.
Yes, exactly. You know. Yeah, I don't think people tip when it comes to carry out pizza, so, you know.
Really?
Yeah,
All
no.
Americans tip on everything.
Excuse me?
I thought you tip everything and everyone, pretty much. Like a guy who fucking takes your car to the parking, you know, at the restaurant.
Well, there are people for that. That's a valet. Like valets, you know.
Yes.
Those aren't tips. That's just services, you know.
So you usually get tip, no?
Valets, I don't know. I don't know. They probably do. But no, I don't tip
Not
the
from
store.
you, though, obviously.
Well, you know, you never know. But no, I don't tip carry out. I don't tip the store for carry out. No.
Do you tip Twitch streamers?
No, I've never tipped a Twitch streamer. No. I have thought about subbing to a few Twitch streamers. I thought about subbing to Metalface. But
Like who?
I thought about subbing to Metalface, but he stopped streaming. I was gonna sub to Almighty Tevin, but then he got banned off of Twitch. So bad for that. Too bad for that. Yeah, I don't think I would think of tipping anybody else. So.
Wow, those are those guys. They're fucking sexist. You don't like their personalities?
Well, listen, Metalface is a cool dude. Oh, you mean female streamers? Are you trying to say? I don't like their personality?
The personalities. That's the other word for boobs.
Okay. I thought you actually meant their personality. Nice. I don't really watch female streamers. I don't really watch Twitch. Like, I don't watch popular people. I mean, I only watched DSP, Tevin before he got banned, and Metalface, and whenever gays around CNR would stream. Like, those are the only times I'd watch Twitch. Really, I'm trying to remember if I watched anybody else. There were times where Backfire Liltank and I would watch random Twitch streamers, and we'd come across some titty streamers, but obviously no reason to follow or tip or anything, because no reason to at all. No reason to.
I'm pretty sure Tank wouldn't agree. But, yeah. I heard this thing, I don't know, like it was a clip of your gameplay or something, and I just heard Tank saying something like, I tried to come back to community and I tried not to be creep or something, I don't know. Is that true? Did he make like an active attempt to come back and play the game?
Now, who's being a creep now?
Little Tank said on one of your videos, when you're playing a game, you have TeamSpeak in the background with Valorous, and Tank said something along the lines that he tried to come back to community and tried to be a little bit less of a creep or something like that.
I think he was talking about Belarus. I'm pretty sure. Whenever the word creep comes up, I'm sure it's talking about Belarus. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the exact quote. Oh, it was when Banana Ghost was in the channel, I think, and yeah, he was talking about how he came back from Mexico. He came back trying to get away from this creep being Blair's, and he's still creeping. I think that's what he meant. But no, absolutely not. And I don't know what he does with Twitch streamers or whatever. But to each their own. You know what I mean? There are many people who get sucked into the rabbit hole, so to speak, of these provocative Twitch streamers. You know what I mean? And they send them cash. In fact, the latest thing on SnitTube is to hate on these Twitch streamers who people like to call thoughts or something like that. I've watched a few videos about that. It's very inflammatory for sure. One being I think Pokimane or some snit. She's a League of Lemons streamer, I think, who's played Fort Gay or whatever. She's like the #1 most antagonized streamer of this label, and a lot of people have been fishing views on her. So yeah, but in some dynamic, it is dudes. Not all, I guess, but in some, it's dudes who are jelly because they don't have the natural attributes to be able to captivate a Twitch audience, which is no fault of their own.
Well, listen, You can always stream topless, actually. Like, if you're a girl, you can't stream topless, but if you're a guy, you can, right? So if you have facts, you can show them. I mean, there's even this guy, I don't know, you probably don't know him, maybe you do because he played for Cloud9, like Tarek, and his name was No Short TV because he always used to stream topless. But the guy is fucking funny as fuck, and I would much rather watch him than the female streamers, you know? So, I mean, it's just one aspect of being a good Twitcher, you know, is having boobs. Like, you can succeed in many other ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I heard, like, Rashawn, you're streaming as well. Is that true?
Yeah. I've, you know, for those guys out there, you know, Twitch TV/Rashoff, obviously, free publicity. I stream. Yeah, I stream a game, yes. And once in a while, well, am I a titty streamer? No, I'm not. But once in a while, the correspondent does take over and play a game. I say a game because I've only played one game on Twitch for the past week. So I stream a game, and the correspondent once in a while comes on, and he streams a game. So yeah, Twitch TV/Rashoff. For those fogs out there, if you want to watch my stream. Okay, but yeah, but I am not a titty streamer. In fact, I don't have any art or buttons or anything like that. I'm just a casual person. Okay, just casual. I am nowhere near as popular as your normal partnered Twitch streamer, whether or not they are a dude that plays games or ninja, because he's a different specimen of autism, or you know, a normal woman streamer, or a streamer who uses their goods. You know, I'm not any of those people. So, you know, yes, it's a wild west out there in Twitch and all that. Yes. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. You got anything else?
No.
No? Okay. Well, can't wait to do the very RDM Snit Talk CR News tonight. I'm gonna love that. Snits. It's gonna be a studio edition. So I did a studio CR News edition last year where I typed the news in, and OBS. So we'll be able to see my different tabs and what's running in the background and all that. So you know, it'll be a studio CNR News. Can't wait for that snit. We're gonna talk a lot of snit and all that. So that's gonna do it for the Punkery Show. For Kesh and Vega, this is Rashawn. Gweens, hopefully by about March 9th or 10th. We'll see. But I will see you next time on the Punkery Show.